I'll let it run a little. I'll let it run a little. Just a little bit. I'm gonna let it run. I'm not gonna let it run a lot. I'm gonna let it run a little. You know? Because they deserve it. Why not? Why not let it run a little? It was still a win. A win's a win. A win's a win. Okay? That's what karate said. Win's a win. Okay, cut it. I am in a little pain. Physically. Because I slept. I must have slept really bad because it literally feels like there's a knife in the back, right? And it's pushing this part like out, like an alien style, like it's been doing that, and I woke up scared, thinking that like, oh my god, I have like some COVID respiratory shit, I'm gonna die. But it's like, no, I can breathe. It's like a muscle. It's a muscle thing. So it's like, está aquí mismo. It's like, ay coño, pero un dolor de pinga, dude. And like, I can't, and then like, and it's like right at the top. So it's like right where the spine, where like it turns, like the inside part, this inside part, as it turns, it hurts like all fucking hell. How are you today? CULTURA, CULTURA, however you say it, that's how you say it. Now and forever. I don't make the rules, I just make the rules. I advise you to do the same. I am Studio Mogura, Studio Mogura. PayPal.me/Studio Mogura. Cash App, $ Studio Mogura. All donations go toward the making of my independent film. Include your name in the memo, and your name will be included in the IMDb listing and the end credits of the film. Check out my book, Full Moon Nights, available on Amazon for $9.99 and on Barnes & Noble for $16.99 for the hardcover. It's a chronicle of the Miami rave scene in the early 2000s. Basically a jumble of stories, a jumble of nights, a jumble of experiences, a jumble of fucked up shit put together to make you feel like, oh, this is what it was like, during that time. So yeah, so check it out. And let's get into it quick because I'm not gonna really go too long because I feel like, oh my god, this is like a nagging, and I slammed like 3 Advils, so hopefully, and that I was waiting for that to kick in, and it kind of did. But you might see me like, oh, or doing these, oh, or like right there, oh, right there, oh, right there. Do a lot of those. So excuse me for that. I don't have any notes. I don't have anything. I was like going back and forth, like maybe that's why like my back hurts because I was going like turning around like that a lot because I was working on stuff, and then I have the game on the background and I can hear it, and it's like I do radio. I like radio, so I could hear the game and kind of picture it in my head what was kind of going on. But then eventually I turned around and I watched the fourth quarter. This was one of those games you knew it was gonna be like tight. No one was gonna blow each other out. Although in the third quarter I got scared. Toward the end I got really scared when they tied it up and they took the lead, and it was just like, okay, well, here we go. This is where the Heat always fall apart, and they're gonna fall apart right now. But luckily they responded and just kept it like close and kept it at a kind of like at a decent fucking point total, striking distance, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Just not to let these motherfuckers go crazy and put up 130 fucking points on us and shit, And once we were going in deep into the fourth and it was still under 100 points, under like 90 points or something, I was like, okay, this is a game that the Heat can win, because the Heat love playing these under 90 point games. They love that shit. So I was like, okay, this bodes well for the Heat. But then they started slipping, and they just couldn't kind of like make a run for it, break away. There was a point we kind of hoped, but it really wasn't until like 3.5 minutes, where Jimmy started taking over, and Jimmy started being Jimmy, and he turned it on and he took over, and he gave us like a nice cushion, a nice 5-7 point cushion that like is what you need. What you need going into the last minute of the game is like a 5 to 7 point cushion. Because you can't go in even with a 5-point cushion anymore, because that's basically 2 threes and you're done. And that's very plausible, That's very plausible in today's NBA. Someone comes out there, hits 2 threes, and that's it. Game's over for you. So that's why you want to have at least like 7 points, a 7-point cushion, so that A quick score, a three, and a foul, which is the 2 points. And then we almost fucked it up at the end because motherfuckers started missing fouls. Bam missed a foul. Jimmy missing foul. I mean, what? Like, what are we doing here, bro? These guys are like amazing. He had to miss one all game, and you miss it there. And that shows you how much it's affecting these guys. They're losing, and they're losing to bad teams, and you could tell it started to slip away from them, and they started kind of like freaking out, and they were like, "Shit, we can't let this happen again." And then luckily Jimmy just went in there and put his head down and started getting points, because there was a period that we weren't getting any points. Bam was missing all these bunnies. Even Jimmy throughout the game was missing a lot of closers. But at the end, Jimmy, like, you could tell he got fucking pissed off at the rim and was like, "I'm putting the ball inside you here. There's nothing you can do. You're not gonna stop me." And then once he started getting that rhythm and started getting that, like, "Oh Jimmy, and you could feel the momentum shift to him, and like him being the focal point of the game. That's what he loves. He loves the spotlight. So then that's when he starts making all the shots. So yeah, it was, they called it, we had a bad shooting performance, but it was gritty defense. That's why it's like, it wasn't pretty, but it was gritty. That's what this guy said. So, and it's sure, that's fine. And I'm not gonna. The reason why I didn't celebrate and give you Psycho Kid, I didn't give you Jimmy humping or anything like that, is because this was, a game we're supposed to win. And the real goal is not to win this one game. The real goal is to win these next 4 or 5 games up until the Spurs. Okay, this road trip. This is what we want to do. We want to win this entire road trip. Losing one of these games ultimately means we failed. So there's going to be no celebration if there's a win. The win will come if we can go through this gauntlet and win every game. Because we're supposed to win every game. We need to win every game. I don't want to hear this, "Oh, it's the NBA." And even though I've been saying, "Hey, look, man, it's really tough to win in the NBA this year." A lot of teams are pretty much close, and everybody's got guys. So even I have been saying, but at the same time, like, no, man, we're better than these lower tier teams. Like, I'm talking about like teams between the 1 and, hell, I'll give you 1 and the 6, man. Not even 1 and 4 anymore. 1 through 6, and that's like really stacked, But obviously the top 2 are way ahead of everybody. But normally we're in that 1 through 4, and we're fighting just to try and get into this thing. And typically the teams that are fighting to get into this thing are at the bottom barrel. It's like we're supposed to beat these teams. So that's who we have now. It's just a string of teams that are just like not. I don't want to say that they're trash because whatever, but they're not, contenders. And there are a lot of young guys that we should beat. We should beat these guys, and so that's why there's gonna be no celebrating, no heat, no nothing, till the end of this road trip. Once we finish with this road trip, then okay. Where are we at? Are we where are we gonna be at after that? So that's where I'm just gonna like hold on to anything, and I'm not gonna really. I'm gonna be very subdued throughout this entire thing unless they fuck it up and they get their asses beat by somebody. If they get their asses beat by somebody, we're gonna have problems. Because they should not be losing to anybody on this road trip. And I'm like at a point where I got to imagine that if they lose a game on this road trip, Pat Riley's going to come from the top office to talk to somebody and be like, "Hey, what's going on?" Because if that hasn't happened already, it should be. For real. If that hasn't happened already, if Pat Riley hasn't come down to say something, just to be like, "Hey, do you need any help? Is anything going on?" Just to ask them, "Hey, how you doing? Just how are you?" One of those. I don't know what to tell you then. So yeah, so I mean, go ahead and go Sports Center it, go to Sports Radio or whatever to get your stats and get all the stuff and get the real like insider kind of information. Here we're just like, this is where the fan meetup is, and we're like, okay, how do we come out of this shit? Are we okay? We good? Everybody all right? Cool. And that's what we're doing. We're just like, look, I'm not going to get excited about this win. It's a win, cool. That's fine. We're still like two games under fucking 500. Like, we celebrate when we get over 500. Okay, now when we tie 500, when we go over 500, that's when we celebrate. That's when we're like, okay, man, we're over 500. Now can we put a streak together? And right now it's not the time for that. We basically have the Thunder on Wednesday, and then the Rockets on Thursday in a back-to-back, and then Saturday. So right now, what are we right now? I forgot. Bro, like this thing normally it gives you this the team thing, and then now it didn't, and it's so annoying, and now I gotta go back, and just to get this stupid bullshit. We're 2 games under 500, so we're 13-15, and you're talking about getting to 500 on the Rockets, right? And then looky. Last game of this road trip is to go over 500 again. One more time. The boss of this road trip is going to be the Spurs. Haven't you noticed that? Every time we're going to go against 500, like the team that we have to face to go over 500 is like the boss. And this time it's the Spurs. So it's like the first level boss is what we're getting right now, so that we can be over 500 finally. Because the last time it was like every time we'd match somebody, we'd fall under 500 and get fucked. So after this road trip, expect to win on Wednesday. You're talking about being 14-15. Rockets, we expect to win that game, 15-15. And then the Spurs to get to 16-15. Okay? Because right after that, we come back home and play the Bulls on the 20th, 3 days later. And then we have a 4 game homestand to try against decent teams to try and get further past 500, not fall back under it. We're supposed when we meet the Bulls, we better win that game too. We have to win that game because they beat us at the beginning of the season. So this is like a game where we're like, okay, we're gonna even it up now. And then we're going to play the Pacers again. And I'm like, we just played the Pacers, man. We're better than them, dude. And we're better than them by a lot, dude. Even with their 3 guys that are doing really well and, and their win streaks, we are more talented than that team, bro. I mean, we're looking to the Eastern Conference Final. That team is like looking to playoffs, just first round, just to get to the first round. We have bigger aspirations. And then you got the Timberwolves. It's just like, it's the Timberwolves. I don't know what to tell you. It's Timberwolves. So, you expect to win that game. It's one of these teams in the West. It's like, we should be beating it. And everything. They always give us problems and shit like that. And then after that, look, it's the Lakers. And then the Nuggets. And then the Jazz. And then the Clippers again. And then the Lakers again. And then the Suns. And then the Nets. And then the Thunder. Not until January 10th are we going to get another, push over, and I quote my fingers team. Because right after that, we have 2 games against the Bucks. And then the Hawks, and then the Pelicans, and then the Mavericks, and the Pelicans, and then the Celtics. And then after that, we won't get another soft game until the 27th of January against the Magic. So, I mean, you're talking about having a lot of losses. The way that this team is playing. So, we really need to go through this, streak of teams and just annihilate these people and go on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, fucking 8 game win streak, bro. So that when we go off to Denver and face the Nuggets on December 30th, that's a game we could lose. And I don't give a shit because it's the Denver Nuggets and we always lose in Denver. So that's what's got to happen, man. And it's like you look at that and that's like, fuck, man. That's an insane undertaking, bro. That's a lot to ask right there. That's a lot to ask of a fucking NBA team. I don't care how good this team is, and I don't care how many times I say this team should win those games, because they should win those games. But that's a lot to ask. That's a lot to fucking ask. That's my Advil. I don't want to be advertising Advil. Sorry. But that's a lot to ask. But that's what's got to happen, and that's what's got to happen because this team has put itself in a fucking position that they shouldn't be. We should have won half of the games we've lost this season. If we would have won half of the games we've lost this season, which all were winnable games, and they were all like fuck-ups on our part, we would not be looking at this gauntlet like, oh my god, we have to win every game. But we have to win every game. And I don't know, man. I don't know if this team's gonna be able to hold up, or if they're gonna fold and get you can't even go to you have to rip off a nice win streak here, dude. It's imperative, man. Just for the sake of peace of mind, bro, so that you know that we can pull off a nice little win streak, you know, and turn it on when we need to. Because I don't think we can, and you're telling me we're just gonna scrap and survive and claw tooth and nail like till next year, and then all of a sudden next year we're gonna turn it on? Nah, man. You gotta turn it on now, bro. You gotta turn it on now. Let's try and win a streak of games, so that once the New Year starts, you know, we're a little bit over 500, so that we've got ourselves we're in the race, and we've got a cushion, dude. And you know, we're not looking to overtake the Celtics. We're not looking to overtake Milwaukee anymore. We're looking just to get to the 4 or the 5 spot, maybe 6 or 7, dude. At this point. And you don't want that, bro, because you don't want to face a goddamn fucking Milwaukee. You don't want to face the Celtics in the first fucking round, dude. You don't want that. We'll get beat. Right now, the way that we are, we'll get beat. And I don't have any confidence that. I don't know. I don't want to say that I don't have any confidence we're gonna get better, because we should get better. I mean, we should get better, bro. Like, this is not a bad team. Like, they're a good team. Just like Jimmy Butler said, they're a good team. They are. They're just playing like shit. There's nothing else to be said. There's nothing else to fucking really focus on. You know, you can't really assess like this one game and be like, okay, everything's fixed and everything. No, it's not, bro. Shit's not fixed right now, man. I need to see these motherfuckers pull off a 10-game win streak, goddammit. And then we'll be talking about shit being fixed. And I don't know why does that sound implausible, bro? This is a team that was number 1 last year. We were the number 1 team in the East last year, and we're the worst, like one of the worst teams in the East this year. That's crazy, and we haven't really changed the main roster. The main core of this team is the same, and then some. The main core and the main bench of this team is still the same. Guys are underperforming, man. Big time. Big fucking time. We love Jimmy, underperforming. He's been the reason why I've been winning games. Underperforming. Tyler Hero, underperforming. Bam, underperforming. Even with 30 points a game. 30 points a game, this guy had like a streak of underperforming. Because you're doing this shit now, and you've lost games, and I don't know, man. I don't feel like this team is clutch. I really don't. I know even with Jimmy Butler hitting clutch shots at the end. Those are huge, huge, huge clutch shots, man. And hard, too. Like, hard fucking shots, you know? Like, but I don't have any confidence that this team can win in a clutch shot. We've done it only once this season. Maybe once or twice or something. I don't remember. But there's so much work to be done, and it's like we put ourselves in such a hole that chipping away at it seems so daunting, I guess, you know, and I know they go by the philosophy one game at a time, all this stuff, and I get that, and that's understandable, but they are really, really in a fucking hole right now, dude. So we gotta reel off this road trip and, you know, come back home like feeling really good about this team. That we don't have to worry about them against like shitty teams. Because remember, we're gonna face the Spurs and they beat us, man. And We got to get to 500 before even like worrying about the Spurs and facing them again and any other teams or anything. We got to get to 500. We just got it. We have not been able to get over 500, man, and that's just to me the biggest fucking like monkey on this goddamn team. You know, it's just like us holding us down, like we're like, oh god, it's like it's like that, dude, and we're like trying to fucking just get it off, and we can't, bro. Fucking monkey, man. So yeah, you know, I'm gonna cut this one early at 21, because you know the back is just killing me, and I'm like, I feel so low energy. And I'm sorry, and I you know I took a hit of this earthquake. We got some 25% earthquake sativa, so I should be like, do 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 do, and I have like some the last little bit of cafecito. Fuck it, 11 o'clock. Who cares, right? Palabinga. So let's just take a quick hit and, you know, then we'll go. I don't know what we're gonna do with Robinson, man. Él está de pinga. I'm telling you, we gotta make a move. We gotta either move that motherfucker, or start playing him like till his fucking hands, you know, break, and his feet wear to like nothing. They're like nubs, you know. They're stumps, and there's just bloody stumps, and that's because we play him so much, and we gotta wear him down. Wear that motherfucker down. Break him. Gotta break Duncan Robinson. Turn him into a fucking just machine, dude. You know. Give him one fucking thing to do. Go back to basics. Because he can't handle doing multiple things. He can't handle doing this thing. He can't handle the basic. He can't handle anything, bro. Wow, how good is this guy? We went from one of being the top 3-point shooting teams to one of the worst. And he's killing us, man. He's killing us. Putting him out there is a liability because he's not even, he hasn't even been that good defensively. You know, he's definitely just he is horrendous offensively, dude. Offensive, he's a fool out there. He's terrible. He's just absolutely terrible. There's no reason for like him to be on this team anymore, you know. But we love it. We love to fucking coddle shitty ass fucking people, bro. Look, you know, we love to coddle that shit, and I'm just like, why are we doing this, man? Why are we doing this to ourselves? Eat the $80 million. Who gives a shit? This is money. Fuck it, bro. Look at Harrison's a fucking billionaire, bro. Look at the cruise industry's coming back, dude. You know, like that motherfucker's gonna be just fucking fine. Cut him, because we need somebody here that's gonna hit shots, man. There's gotta find somebody that's gonna hit goddamn shots, man. That's our biggest fucking problem, bro. We're not gonna be able to beat any of these major teams if we're not hitting threes. It's always gonna come down to that shit. Don't talk to me about defense. Don't talk to me about defense. You win by shooting threes, bro. That's it. You know, and this guy could be out there, and this guy, we could have easily 10, 15-point leads in every game, bro, if he just like did his job. And this isn't like a thing of like, well, if everybody went out there and hit threes, of course everybody would be up. No, you don't understand. This is his job. This guy's like Ray Allen on like, you know, times 1,000 or something. He's supposed to be. He's supposed to be like a great 3-point shooter, like historically great 3-point shooter. Like, look, I think he has the fucking Heat record for 3-point shooting, and he's like literally been here in like a couple of years. And it's like, dude, this guy should be like getting better, and he has been doing nothing but getting worse over the years. Worse and worse. I mean, I have not checked his stats. I have not checked his percentages. And I'm sorry if you come to me and tell me, oh, look, his percentages are getting better and they're great, blah, 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 you're wrong. I'm like, cool, that's fine. I mean, I guess, because I'm wrong statistically, but the eye test doesn't look like it, because we're fucking losing when we're putting him out there. So I don't know what to tell you then. But I'm pretty sure, man, his field goal percentages have been going down for the past 4 years, since the bubble. His shit's been going down. I bet you anything. And what good is this man really worth one fucking playoff win? Is having Duncan Robinson worth it for one playoff win? Because that's what he's worth right now. He's worth just one playoff win, and that's like that's not even like a for sure anymore. That's like maybe he might win you one playoff game. He won us one playoff game last year. You know, it was like in the first round, and he wasted. And that's it. And he never showed up again. Are we keeping him for that reason? Is it worth it, bro? Should we try rather with somebody else? This guy that's on this fucking team tonight, I forget his name. Okay, he's on. He went to Crichton. TJ McConnell, bro. TJ McConnell should be on the Heat. TJ McConnell. Okay? TJ McConnell is what fucking Robinson should be doing. And TJ McConnell is going up against like Hero and matching up with Hero. You know? Hero tonight coño de pinga, bro. Look, I got 34 minutes, right? And how many points did Hero have? 8. 8 points, bro. Horrendous motherfucking game by Hero, bro. 8 points. 34 minutes, 8 fucking points. That's all he gave today. It's a terrible fucking game, man. You know, McConnell fucking McConnell had 6. I'm sorry. I was looking at his minutes. My bad. I thought McConnell had 17. But I was like, fuck. But no, McConnell only had 6. But TJ McConnell is somebody who's like, he has a really great 3. And I wonder if he would thrive in our system playing Duncan's role. Don't you think? Don't you think TJ McConnell will be fucking good in our system, just doing the same thing that Duncan Robinson did? Would you swap TJ McConnell for fucking Duncan Robinson? Fuck yeah, bro, I would. I would do that shit in a heartbeat. I would do that shit in a heartbeat. I think TJ McConnell probably plays better defense, man. I wonder if he does. Because I remember him in I don't know, man. I'm here thinking, throwing anything out, bro, because we got to start thinking what to do with Duncan Robinson. He's not offering us anything. He's not offering anything. We gotta get something out of him. You know, at least Strus is out there trying, bro. You know, Strus is out there putting in 31 fucking minutes, 9 points, bro. 3 rebounds, 1 assist, man. So it's just like he's trying, dude. 8 guys, bro. Went out there with fucking 8 guys. Caleb Martin played 40 fucking minutes, dude. 40 minutes, bro. Killing these guys. Fucking killing them, bro. 40 fucking minutes. Yeah. Strus was our 3rd leading scorer after Bam and Strus and Caleb. They tied. They both had 9 points. But Lowry también is just not offering. No, I mean, he needs to offer more, bro. Lowry's got a. I don't know. I don't even want to. I don't care anymore. At this point, like, I don't want to be nitpicking on guys and being, oh, you got to do this, and this guy's got to do that. Even with Duncan Robinson, bro, I'm so tired of fucking having to bring up his name because I feel like he's such a valuable asset that we're missing right now. That we need that shit, and that's a big reason why we're down. Because I want to say, hell, even last year, bro, he made more shots last year. Like last year, he did more. He contributed way more last year, and now, the fuck's he been at? We've barely seen him. But I don't want to keep nitpicking, guys. You know, and because it's not about this one win. It's just it's gonna be about this fucking entire road trip. Can we go through this road trip and not lose a game? Because if we do, then we're not really good enough to get out of the first round of the playoffs, in my opinion. In my opinion, if we lose a game in this road trip, we're definitely. I mean, I feel like we're already. If we're already not good enough to get out of the fucking first round, I already feel that. So we got to work to fucking getting out of the first round. That's basically what we got to work to. We got to work to getting into the fucking playoffs at this point. So, all right. See how I said, I'm good at 20 minutes and then fucking 30 minutes now. I fucking kept rambling. I'm horrible, dude. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, so we'll see you again Wednesday for Heat Heat Thunder. It's gonna be again another late cultura because it's at 8 p.m. and some of these are gonna get yeah, some of these are gonna get the Saturday one again is gonna be at 5 p.m. Um, so yeah, we're gonna be we're not by at the end of the month we'll be doing 9 p.m. really late Heat culturas because we're gonna start hitting up like L.A. and all that kind of shit. 10 p.m. games. We'll probably do like midnight Heat cultura kind of stuff. So right now we'll be okay. 10 p.m., 11 p.m. Always look for Heat cultura around 10:30, 11 p.m. after the game. Usually I try and go like 30 minutes after the game because after the game I gotta like get ready. I gotta set up the thing. I gotta make have this all the stuff and clean and everything and make everything sure everything's set up right and stuff. So just it's usually 30 minutes, 45 minutes after the game. Always check the Instagram at Studio Mogra on Instagram for the post because I always post Heat culturas on my stories, and that's how you know what it is. Okay. So we'll see you Wednesday. Heat cultura, Heat cultura, Heat cultura, Heat cultura. However you say it, that's how you say it now and forever. I am Studio Mogra, Studio Mogura. PayPal.me/Studio Mogra, Cash App $Studio Mogra. All donations go toward the making of my independent film. Include your name in the memo, and your name will be included in the IMDb listing and the end credits of the film. Check out my book, Full Moon Nights, available on Amazon for $9.99 for the soft cover and for $16.99 for the hardcover on Barnes & Noble. It's a chronicle of the Miami rave scene in the early 2000s. Mature audiences only, and yeah, we'll see you here Wednesday, man. I mean, I'm sorry this was subdued, and I'm sorry this was like kind of like there's no energy in this one and stuff like that. But there really because there's no that's it. No, we're not. This is building. We're building this up, bro. This is how it's gotta be. We can't just give it away. Oh yeah, we won. What did you win against? You beat the stupid Pacers, bro. The Pacers aren't going anywhere. You think the Pacers are gonna go deep into the playoffs? Pacers go deep into the playoffs. I mean, like, hey, congratulations, man. But you're not going deep into the playoffs, man. We don't give a shit about them. That's not anybody that concerns us, man. And I know they're doing really well, and I know they're doing good this season. But come on, let's be realistic, bro. Is anybody talking about the goddamn Pacers? People will talk about the Pacers if they start reeling off some fucking wins here, bro. 30-win streaks and fucking start kicking everybody's ass in the 4th spot, whatever. But they're not even there yet. We should be there. We should be fucking adelante, bro. So let's go, man. We're not gonna get no fucking happiness or and crazy fucking psycho kid and shit like that until fucking we come back with the fucking 5-game win streak, dude. When we win against the Celtics, bro, we'll party then. Okay? Don't freak out. Just freak out.